All right, young man, you are getting prepared for the Associate Summit to some
Yeah.
degree.
Yes.
What are your thoughts going into it?
Well, I think it's, the recruitment of doctors, good doctors, is essential for platforms to grow, right? The two big constraints that emerging DSOs and even bigger platforms have is either capital constraints or human constraints, right? Human capital constraints. So I think, this, I wasn't at your summit last year, but I think having this discussion now for a lot of the DEO members and even members that are outside the DEO that are going to be attending the conference is going to be impactful. And I saw the speaker lineup, and I think you have a really good speaker lineup.
The speakers are great, and you're one of them. So, what is it that you like to talk about that you think will make a difference?
Yeah, so the number one challenge we're running into our platforms that we have at Tusk is locations. Most of our clients are 5+ locations, and they're having some level of attrition from their high performers, right? The performers that are producing 500 or 600,000, you can go to the residency programs and are able to attract that fairly quick. On the other side, you know what you're getting in return. You're getting a $400,000 to $500,000 replaceable producer. A lot of these practices that are grossing $1.6 to $2 million in clinical production, they have high producers. These associates are producing $800,000, $900,000 in collections. And those are the same associates that want either an equity position. They're looking at, large platforms like Great Expressions, Heartland Dental, and looking for equity opportunities. Or, they're going to the local bank or Bank of America and applying for their first practice acquisition or their first de novo. Because they feel that they have enough value or they like to have some level of ownership. So we're having the conversation with our clients to be proactive in retention than reactive in retention.
So, what are you going to talk about? Do you know? Besides your good looks and
well, that'll take about 25 minutes because I'm pretty high on myself. So I'll talk about me, and me. But once I get through that part, I'd like to talk more about the structures of legal ownership and how to provide some level of equity, not just for the associates, but your leadership team overall. So as you're, working with Waller Law or any of the law firms that are out there that specialize in setting up platforms, what should that shareholder agreement on the surface level look like? We're not attorneys, but we want to provide good content that should be in a shareholder agreement that's equitable to all parties, not just the owner, but also the team members that they feel are important to their platform. And also, how does that valuation should look like on an entry standpoint and an exit?
One of the issues that we're dealing with is the wanting to be an owner, because an owner has a different level of accountability, a different level of responsibility. They have a different relatedness or relationship to the company. Owners are a rare breed of cat.
And I think I agree with you. As we're talking to a lot of Tusk clients about providing some level of equity consideration to key team members, and it's not just related to associates, it's related to non-clinical team members that are essential to grow the platform. The number one challenge we're having in that initial conversation is that these owners, they don't want to give up equity, right? So they're thinking about what they've built up, and we want to protect what they've built up over the last 3, 5, 7 years. And I think that's where your organization comes in and can talk about. We don't go into the granular level of detail for leadership. That's where I think it'd be a great topic to talk about for you guys to look at the bigger picture. What does that bigger picture look like? And what are you trying to build? We talk about purpose. And I think if the attendees at your conference can define that purpose for themselves, what they're trying to build, it would be independent of providing equity, be impactful to them individually for themselves.
Yeah, that's what I said, the 3 legs of the triangle. You need the equity opportunity. You need because ownership changes how you see the world. It's like the difference between a rental car and your car. When you own your car, you see it differently than when you get into a Hertz vehicle. There's just a different relationship to it all. Okay. And yeah, I appreciate you taking your time and doing this for us and making the Associate Summit a great event. So thank you.
No, thank you. And thanks for being a great partner. I mean, the DEO group's been great to us. The members have been great to us. You and Jake have really gone above and beyond in supporting TUS services, and we look forward to working together more.